All right, you guys, I want to teach you about a new genre of book. Remember, genre is just that fancy word for a type of book. The genre we're going to learn about now is poetry books. Poetry books. And so I'm going to tell you what poetry books have to make it a poetry story. What it might have, that means it doesn't have to have it, but a lot of times we do see it, and what it will not have, okay? So these are poetry books. They have to have stanzas, and so I'll show you guys in class, but in our poems, we read a poem every morning, and it has stanzas. That's just like little groups of words together that go together in the group. So stanzas, they have lines, okay? The words are written in lines. It has a rhythm, which means it kind of almost sounds like a song, right? You read it like a little bit sing-songy, like in a rhythm. And poems always tell us something, okay? We know anything we read is telling us something. So they have stanzas, lines, rhythm, and they tell us something. They don't have to, but they might have rhyming words. A lot of the books that we read that are poetry books are going to have rhyming words. Sometimes they have riddles, so you have to try and figure something out. A lot of times they're really short, but sometimes they could be long also. The ones that we read are mostly pretty short, but there are some really long poems out there. You won't read them the same way you read a book, right? Because you kind of sing-song them a little bit, and they kind of read with that rhythm. So it's not the same as when you read a book. And they don't always have a main character. So sometimes there's not a main character in the poem, and that's okay. And so these are all different things that we're going to be looking for in poetry books that we're reading this week and I think next week too. So I hope you guys are ready to go on those poetry books. And I will see y'all soon.